Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful morning, and I have been walking. I've got 2.18 miles down. Been doing about 5 miles a day, and my body is definitely slimming down. It feels so good to just be healthy and active in the morning. I find that if I'm walking in the morning, then the rest of the day I feel productive. I guess it starts my day out. Okay, we talked about last time the word of the day was relax. Didn't get a lot of comments about that, so that's okay. What I would love is, when is the last time you felt embarrassed? Anyway, okay, yesterday was a really good day of teaching. I had some friends, so part of the class, had some people in one of my groups who were asking about like being an empath and how they absorb emotions of others. And this one woman was talking about how like she became aware that like she was worried about how everybody was feeling, not just her family. Like she was at the beach and she was carrying a bunch of stuff and she saw this other woman carrying a bunch of stuff, and immediately she wanted to carry her stuff and cared about what she was thinking. And then there's some people on a blanket with a dog, and she was worried about what they were feeling. And it was her daughter's birthday, and another daughter wanted to bring friends, so she was all worried about what the daughter with the birthday would feel. And she started to allow herself to feel now, and have that be a thing where she's honoring that she's feeling all sorts of stuff. And so now she was able to recognize that she was feeling everybody else's emotions for them. And she had been taught, that is kind, to feel up other people's stuff and try to help them and all of that. And she's not wrong. Being aware of how your stuff affects somebody else is actually really important. But the question became, okay, is that just a character trait that I have? And what about boundaries? Am I supposed to feel what everybody feels and feel like I need to fix everybody's everything? It's not like she tries. She's also a horse woman, and she feels animals. She can feel. And then there was another woman who said, oh my gosh, my son is the same way. He feels everybody's everything. And she talked about even the bearded dragon. She goes, he yells it, and he goes, I can totally know what he's feeling. And she's like, what? That was kind of crazy. But it's true. There are people in this world, more, I think now than ever, who have the ability to, what's happening is other people are feeling, and there is a vibrational energy that goes out when you feel. So have you ever been in a room or come into a room where two people have been arguing and they're not arguing anymore, but the tension is there and you can feel, zzz, there's a thing? That is because emotions are actually energy in motion. And so when somebody's feeling things, you can kind of feel it too. Women are pretty good at this. Gentlemen, we have spidey sense. We have spidey sense. We're supposed to, because we have humans that we have to keep alive that can't talk to us or tell us what's going on. And we can sense not just the picture of their cry, but we can feel kind of what they're feeling. So it's an important skill to have. Some people, it's way more developed than others. But we had this beautiful discussion about boundaries and about whether or not it's okay to take on somebody's emotions. So a couple of things. You guys have heard me say, you can't make anybody feel anything. So I want to establish that for a minute and kind of go into how that works. This might be a 2-part series. I'm not going to get all this today, but I may get some more tomorrow. You cannot make anybody feel anything. I wish I could. I can feel really loving, really connected, accepted, and if I could make you feel something, that's what I would make you feel. I would make you feel empowered. I would make you feel confident. I would make you feel important and valid. I honestly, if I had that superpower, I would not be wasting it on making you feel sad, angry, or disappointed. And it's actually those emotions that people say, well, that makes me feel sad, or you made me feel really bad about that, or, right? The conversation about you made me is almost always surrounding negative emotion. And it's not true. What happens is that there is emotion and there is a vibration out. And I pick up on the vibration. That's why I feel. And so somebody can say something to me and I'm not even picking up on their vibration. Instead, when somebody else says something to you and you feel a thing, it's because in your past, you have had a similar situation. Your brain is trying to process what's happening right now, goes into the cabinets, if you will, of your experience or of what you've been taught or what you perceive, and it says, oh, right now, this is the emotion, this thing, and so you feel a thing. So I don't believe that we choose our emotion at the onset. So when something happens, you just feel, and there's not a you feel because they made you feel. It's just somebody says something and I feel. So how does this all work with empaths? Like, other people are not making them feel. They're just picking up on the vibrational energy. So the question of feeling what somebody else is feeling, when somebody else is feeling something, and you know because they're sad and you can feel the sadness and you want to go in and fix the sadness and you take responsibility for other people and their emotions, I want to just kind of give you a little something. Then maybe tomorrow we'll go deeper. If you want to, comment if you want. But here's the thing I want you to consider today: responsibility. Now, obviously in our head we go, yeah, I'm not responsible for somebody else's emotions. That's theirs. In practical application, however, we are always trying to take care of each other's emotions. I just barely did it. I did a Marco Polo with my husband. I shared some things and I was immediately worried about how he would feel. And not sharing things is mitigating. I don't want him to feel bad. I don't want him to feel angry. I don't want him to feel disappointed. So I'm not going to share what I'm feeling because I believe I'm making him feel. Whew, it is a big thing to rewrite this pattern. The reality is I need to express so that there is awareness of who I am and what I am experiencing in this world. Good, bad, right, wrong, and ugly, without blame. Blame comes when we believe that we're responsible for somebody else's emotions, or we believe that somebody else is responsible for ours. That's where blame shows up. Okay, ready? Responsibility. Separate out the word. Response-able. So I can feel really, really sad, and someone can feel responsible for my sadness and try to shift me out of the sadness. And the problem is they're actually not response-able. They are not able to respond to what I feel. No matter how much they try to be really happy when I'm sad and they're trying to respond in happiness for me, it can't change. I am the only one response-able for my emotion. I can hear them. I can see that they're trying to help me. I can choose to feel kind of the vibrational things that they're trying to get me to do, right? I am response-able. It's really powerful stuff. It's gonna, when we can get this, oh my gosh, we can be in awareness, we can be seen, we can be heard, we can be known, and we can witness each other without feeling responsible. It's so important. Okay, so I cannot respond to your stuff. Ugh. Do you know how much I wish I could respond to somebody's stuff? Like when I'm feeling a certain way and they feel something completely opposite of that, and I don't have their same history, I don't have their same wounds, I don't have their same programming or teaching from their parents, I do not understand on any level why they're feeling that. And so what do? I don't know why you're feeling that. That doesn't make any sense to me. You shouldn't feel that. You should feel this. Oh gosh, dang it. That's where we do shut down the emotions. Don't actually feel. That's the wrong feeling to have. And we stop. We stop sharing. We stop being vulnerable because it's not safe to be vulnerable. Because when you share, guess what? It's called vulnerability. It's one of the first emotions. Never wrong, just different. I am not wrong in how I feel about something. I am just different in how you feel about something. And guess what? 100% okay. The other thing that happens, and this is what we talked about, is that when you believe you are responsible for somebody else's emotions and they believe it too, then they are completely disempowered. You're right, completely. Awareness is everything. That is absolutely true. But we don't know how to be aware. We don't know how, right? So you disempower someone when you try to respond to their emotion. So how do you show up and witness, not abandon, not say, well, that's your thing, good luck with that, that's your emotion, I'm not responsible for it, and walk away? That's not okay either, right? It's kind of what my parents did. It was that generation did. You're feeling a thing, go deal with it. And I never had anybody process me through some big emotions. So this is kind of what I mean by that. I had my little grandbaby over, and I have a frozen treat that she loves. It's like a sorbet with berries and stuff. She loves it. And she wanted it after dinner, but it was frozen. We couldn't get into it. So I put it on the counter, and she wanted it right now. She got very, very impatient. Okay, in my past life, don't be impatient. What you need to understand is it's going to take a while. Impatience. Being upset, being frustrated, I want it now. Not being able to give it. She felt like I was keeping it from her. I wasn't keeping it from her, and in my past, I would have just tried to explain why she shouldn't feel it, why she shouldn't feel impatient. Instead, I said, oh, so you really want this right now? And she said, yes, I want it now. And I said, you know what that's called when you want something now and you can't have it right away and you have to wait? She goes, what? And I go, that's called impatience. So right now, you are feeling impatient. I don't like feeling impatient. Do you like feeling impatient? She goes, no. And I go, I don't like it either. Yeah. Do you know what I do when I want something really bad and I can't stop thinking about it and I just want it, I want it, and I feel really bad because I just want it? She goes, what? And I said, I distract myself. Like I teach my brain to think about something else, and it's like, oh, wow. All of a sudden I get to have the thing because now there's been enough time. I go, what would you like to do? And she said, how about my iPad? And I go, ooh, that's a great idea. Let's play on the iPad and we'll set the timer and then we'll check it and see if it's ready. That was allowing her to own her emotion, naming it so that she knew what she was feeling, and giving her a skill set, knowing what to do about it. I felt so successful. I felt so good about just witnessing emotion and allowing her to feel it without any judgment, without any stuff. And I know that sounds really simple. I go, well, of course that's how you would do. Guys, let's get real. Real life, that is not how we do things with each other. Real life, we just don't. Here's another thing about responsibility. If you believe that you are responsible for somebody else's emotions, let me tell you what happens. You're having a good day. You're having a good day, everything's good. Then somebody comes into your world, your child, your husband, somebody, and they've had a crappy day, guess what? If you believe that you're responsible for their emotions and shifting it, you don't want them to feel it. Like, just stop. You're fine. Because why? Because I want to be fine. And I don't want to take on your emotion. I don't want to bear your burden. Whew. You don't have to take it on. You can witness. Wow, looks like you've had a really, really bad day. Yeah, I did. Do you want to share? No? Okay. Let me know if there's anything you would like me to do that would help you. Okay, and they're gone. Or yeah, I'm upset because you didn't do this. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And so when I forget you, you feel kind of irritated. Yeah, I'm irritated. Oh, I understand. Yeah. I didn't know it was that important to you. I wasn't aware. I'm glad I'm aware now. So I can handle it at this time. And now there's actual communication because I am not trying to take on the emotion. I am feeling the vibrational energy of it, and I'm leaving it in somebody else's court. We'll talk more about this possibly tomorrow or more. It's called emotional maturity. The feelings jar game, where we actually check in and say, when is the last time I felt this, helps the process of you starting to be able to identify, feel, and own your own emotion without the need of rescue, without wanting others to come in and do something for you. But it starts the process of honoring, accepting, allowing you to have emotion, especially if you were shut down and said you can't feel, don't feel this, you're fine, go to your room, I don't know why you feel that way, you don't need to be embarrassed, you don't need to be this, those kind of things. If that's the case, then you are emotionally stunted. You're emotionally stunted. And the first step is to not judge yourself and to check in. So guys, the word of the day is embarrassed. When is the last time you felt embarrassed? So if you will comment on this, no judgment about when you're embarrassed, just go, wow, that's interesting, that situation. I felt embarrassed. Like, be an onlooker into your life. When is the last time I was embarrassed? Right? And then we're all gonna do that for each other. We're all gonna just, comment. Last time I was embarrassed was this. And the only response, guys, is I am so glad I am now connected to you and I am aware of you. I know that happened, and I'm just glad you shared that with me. That's called witnessing. That's what we're going to be doing. So, on the back end of this whole thing, I'm so excited about the class. It is full and powerful, wonderful people. The class does not teach you, or it's not like a whining fest and it's not a trauma thing. It's allowing us to feel, to hear, to connect, to understand what safe vulnerability is, to understand how to connect with God. For that, the person who was in my class, she got a lot of understanding of like, oh, I'm not required to take on everybody's emotion. And she's got a lot of practicing to do, and in the class we practice. We also practice what it is to work with God in creating. So a few times ago I did a live and I talked about creating the day and feeling what you want to feel for the day. Today, I want to feel connected to the people that I'm teaching. I would love to feel relaxed and productive. Like all of those things. I want to feel connected, relaxed, and I want to feel highly productive. That's what I want to feel today. What about you? What do you want to create today? Put that in the chat too. What would you love to create? I'm telling you, I wish that I could explain to you what happens in 3 months of this class. Go to Kate page. She talks all about what happened when she took this class, how it changed her, how it how she finally tapped into that she has permission to be happy even when other people are not okay. It helped her like realize she's actually enough. She's enough. She is enough. And God actually really likes her, and she's connecting to him, and her joy is just coming out. It's really beautiful. So if you would love to work with me, please do. Please just sign in. So it is, just so that we have full disclosure and awareness, it's $597 for the 12 weeks with a $30 materials fee. Now, I have payment plans for people. So if that amount of money is not doable at one whack, I understand, I get it, totally understand. So there are weekly payments, there are monthly payments. I had somebody reach out and say, would you be willing to do bi-weekly payments? Bi-weekly. And I was able to set that up for them. So please have a conversation about what works best. And don't let money be the thing. When your joy unlocks, more money will flow, I guarantee you. I would love to read these comments. Jenny wants peace today. She wants to feel happiness on a deep level, and you want to learn. Jenny, I'm so excited about what you are going to discover and experience. Like the investment in this. I need to get a bunch of testimonials, honestly. I need to have people who have experienced this over the last 3 years to share what their shift has been, because it's so hard for me to explain, you know. And then we have Leslie, love to create connection, ease and love today. Go, Leslie. Oh yeah, creating connection. Okay, so this is how you do it, Leslie. When's the last time you felt connected? You go into the memory so that you can feel it. When is the last time you felt ease? You go into the memory, so you tell your body, this is what we want. Yeah, right? Connection, ease, and love. When is the last time you felt love? And you go back into that memory, and then you go, this is what I want today. So good. Let's see. Kay, honestly, your house has been a mess. You haven't been able to respond. People have randomly been stopping by, and you've been embarrassed, yes, that they've seen your house the way it is. Oh my gosh, Kay, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I have a feeling there's some Me Too moments going on right now. Anybody else ever have your house a mess and you're embarrassed when people find out that you're like a living human being? So, funny story, I used to, with my kids, when we'd clean, we'd have zones where we would clean. So somebody would have the kitchen, somebody would have the living room. The most important, okay, the most important place in our house was the sight line. The sight line is when somebody knocks at the door and you open up, what can they see? So you could shove everything out of the sight line, just have the sight line clear. That's what we would do to mitigate my embarrassment. But you are not alone. And I'm really, really glad to know that your house has been a mess, and that it's embarrassing to you when people see your mess. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. And today, you want to feel productive. I would love that you would love to feel productive and accomplished. Oh, so good. So, okay, go into the last time you felt productive. Breathe it in, feel it, connect to the emotion. When was the last time you felt accomplished? Breathe that in, let it be in your body, and go to your day. Guys, thanks for being with me this morning. I will see you tomorrow. If you have any questions or anything you would love me to chat about and to peel apart, like it can be anything. It can be spiritually related, it can be relationship related, it can be husband-wife, it can be children, it can be anything you want. Shoot me a DM and I can talk about those things. If not, I'm just gonna ramble like I do in the morning. I just accomplished 3.5 miles. I've got a mile and a half to go, and I got 5 miles in yesterday. A mile and a half to go to accomplish that. And I think I've got time to do it. So got another half hour before I'm done. We'll see how much I can do this morning. Thanks for being here, you guys. Share this video if you've got people that may need to hear some of this stuff about feelings. Share the video. And remember, got 2 spots in the evening class. I'd love for you to join. Okay, Thursday night, send me a message. I'll get you the links.